Japanese restaurant business in the US in 2008. Which category wins? Market data, menu trends, and realities for success. When planning to open a Japanese restaurant in the United States, the first hurdle you will face is deciding which food category to pursue. Many assume that having authentic Japanese techniques and proven flavors will automatically lead to success in America. However, the market is not that simple. To survive and thrive in the US market, it is essential to accurately understand current trends, how various menu items are received, and changing consumer preferences. Based on market data, this guide explores the current landscape of Japanese dining in America, analyzes menu trends, and outlines key strategies for a successful restaurant launch. Growth of the US Japanese food market and category share. The number of Japanese restaurants in the US has experienced steady, long-term growth, cementing Japanese cuisine as a mainstream dining option for American consumers. In the past, traditional Japanese restaurants often featured red lanterns, played traditional background music, and served everything from sushi and tempura to sukiyaki under one roof. Today, however, the market has become highly specialized. To survive, new establishments must focus on a specific niche rather than offering a generic menu. When looking at the breakdown of restaurant types, sushi-related concepts command the largest share of the market. Establishments offering sushi as part of a broader menu account for nearly half of all Japanese restaurants. When combined with dedicated sushi bars, sushi-related concepts represent nearly 60% of the market. At the same time, specialized concepts such as ramen, yakitori, gyudon beef bowls, and okonomiyaki account for nearly 30% of the market, proving that diverse Japanese culinary niches offer substantial business opportunities. Menu trend analysis. How different items perform. To position a restaurant effectively, operators must understand where each Japanese menu item stands in the current US marketplace. Sushi bar concepts. Sushi holds undisputed popularity and has achieved full mainstream status. In major metropolitan areas, many locals eat sushi weekly. Westernized rolls like California rolls and spicy tuna rolls remain hugely popular. Beyond the food itself, the sushi bar serves a vital social function, acting as a neighborhood gathering place where guests enjoy chatting at the counter. Chicken teriyaki, teppanyaki, and chicken teriyaki is an overwhelming favorite in the quick service and fast casual segments. Teppanyaki, with its theatrical cooking performance, maintains a strong premium image and thrives even in non-metropolitan regions. Japanese BBQ yakiniku has successfully distinguished itself from Korean barbecue, establishing itself as a trendy, high-margin dining experience. Ramen, shabu shabu, and fusion cuisine. Ramen aligns well with noodle-focused eating habits in the US and continues to gain momentum as a major trend driver. Shabu shabu is gradually expanding, particularly through accessible, fast casual concepts. Creative fusion cuisine also attracts significant buzz, allowing operators to position their brand in the upscale dining tier. tempura, sukiyaki, udon, and soba. Classic items like tempura and sukiyaki still have loyal fans. But dedicated specialty spots are rare, and they are increasingly viewed as traditional rather than trend-forward. On the other hand, udon and soba enjoy steady popularity, especially when offered in combination with rice bowls. Note that when serving soba, clear allergen disclaimers are recommended due to buckwheat sensitivities. The prestige of the sushi chef and the reality of restaurant ownership. In the United States, sushi chefs enjoy immense professional respect, often held in the same high esteem as executive chefs in classical French fine dining. The public generally perceives them as highly skilled, well-compensated specialists. In practice, however, the background of sushi chefs varies, widely ranging from veterans with over a decade of rigorous training in Japan to graduates of local sushi academies and self-taught chefs. The key advantage of locally trained chefs is their deep understanding of American taste preferences and dining expectations. Even top-tier chefs moving from Japan must adapt their flavor profiles, such as leaning slightly sweeter ware appropriate and focus heavily on hospitality and ambience to guarantee success. Furthermore, ownership of Japanese restaurants in the US has shifted. Japanese owners are no longer the majority. Non-Japanese entrepreneurs, particularly Chinese and Korean operators, account for a large portion of new sushi bar openings. In the fine dining segment, private equity and investor groups frequently fund concepts, hiring top Japanese culinary talent to lead the kitchen while managing business operations behind the scenes. Summary: target selection and localization are key. Succeeding with a Japanese restaurant concept in the US requires more than just bringing authentic recipes overseas. Choose the right entry point. Will you enter the established sushi market or capture growth in ramen and specialty niches? Define your dining segment. Are you targeting affluent fine dining guests or fast casual diners? Adapt to local preferences. Can you adjust flavor profiles, atmosphere, and service standards for the US consumer? By analyzing market data and executing a tailored strategy, operators can position their restaurant for sustainable success in this competitive landscape. For more videos, please like, share, and subscribe.